Hello, I'm Natasha. Welcome back to the channel. And finally, there is a glimmer of hope that the war in Ukraine may come to an end with Trump's 28-point peace plan. A war that should never have started, that would not have started if the West had not supported a bloody coup in 2014. A war that would not have started if Ukraine had agreed to neutrality, which is what Yanukovych, who was ousted from power in 2014, wanted. Even the people of Ukraine did not want to join NATO. A September 2009 survey by the Pew Research Group found that over half of Ukrainians opposed their country's admission to NATO. A war that would not have started if the Minsk agreements had been satisfied, if 14,000 people had not died over the course of 8 years when Ukrainian government forces fought separatists in the Donbass. Sadly, we now have the situation where over 1 million Ukrainians are dead and over 9 million Ukrainians have left Ukraine. Not to mention the $21.8 billion gone to Ukraine, most likely embezzled by Zelensky and his leadership. Ukraine's leaders enriching themselves while soldiers die on the battlefield. So, what does this 28-point peace plan state? And I'm sure leaders in Europe are recoiling at the fact that there could actually be peace for Ukraine. And I'm just going to talk about the key points in this plan. Firstly, Ukraine's sovereignty will be confirmed. The size of the Ukrainian armed forces will be limited to 600,000 personnel. Ukraine agrees to enshrine in its constitution that it will not join NATO, and NATO agrees to include in its statutes a provision that Ukraine will not be admitted in the future. NATO agrees not to station troops in Ukraine. Russia will be reintegrated into the global economy. The lifting of sanctions will be discussed and agreed upon in stages and on a case-by-case basis. Russia will be invited to rejoin the G8. Ukraine agrees to be a non-nuclear state in accordance with the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. Ukraine will adopt EU rules on religious tolerance and the protection of linguistic minorities. Both countries will agree to abolish all discriminatory measures and guarantee the rights of Ukrainian and Russian media and education. All Nazi ideology and activities must be rejected and prohibited. Territories Crimea, Lugansk, and Donetsk will be recognized as de facto Russian, including by the United States. Kherson and Zaporozhye will be frozen along the lines of contact, which will mean de facto recognition along the lines of contact. Russia will relinquish other agreed territories it controls outside the 5 regions. All in all, this seems a very good deal for Russia, and I did not think that Russia would agree to anything less than this. I believe that the US will divert its attention away from Europe towards Asia, with European countries having to deal with the fallout. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.